1 p.m. start here between these two 17U teams. Midwest United FC Royal squeaked out a 3-2 victory versus the Michigan Jaguars 0-2 Green in the semifinal yesterday to make it to this point. They hold a 4-0-0 record coming in and have scored 24 goals compared to just 4 for their opponents. The Nationals Union on the other side has scored 19 goals and 5 on the other side. 3-0-1 coming into today and beat Legends FC 3-1 in the semifinal yesterday. So two teams that are looking to move on to the regional round. Midwest United in the blue and Nationals Union in the white this afternoon. Nationals Union to get the first touch of the ball game as it goes onto the right foot of Grace Janssens as she will start out play here today on the right side of the field. Looking to move it back into the box there, denied by Midwest United. Isabel Gilmore doing a nice job to seal off that opportunity. This one back to midfield, Jenna Vasquez. Gets a good boot on that. Anna Brockenberry, keeper today for Midwest United, is there to receive that one for the first time. Always good if you're one of these keepers to see some early opportunities, you'd think, just to stay loose. It's in a couple of these games today where some of these keepers haven't gotten any opportunities much in the first half. Alicia Siver chases that one in the near corner. We're going to have a very early corner kick here from the near side. It's cliche, but it's always good to score the first goal in these games too. And this championship atmospheres can really rattle the other side as well if you're able to poke one through early on. Cicluna was right on that one as she skied in the air to head that one away, and a good job by the rest of the back line to clear it back to midfield. Allison Francisco played it at the center stripe. It's Kiera Kuzinski who chases it just to the right of the box there, and Madison DeLunga will have a chance to punt it down the field now. DeLunga, saucering kick to the far side, just rising over the head of Molly Paulin. Rolls out of play, and Nationals Union will throw this one back in. Megan Sidaway handling it there on the far side. Now this Nationals Union squad last year falling just shy of playing in this game. They had a 5-0-1 record but lost in the semifinals. They did qualify for regionals and the national championships in the summer of 18, as this one's going to roll on into Hannah Brackenberry again. She distributes it right side. These two teams with some early energy. Not a great scoring chance by either side quite yet. It's Caitlin Mullen who feeds it backwards now for Brackenberry once again. Brackenberry, very involved with the back line early on in this one for the team in royal blue and white. Francisco back to midfield now for DeShiver. Nice move forward as she looks to get by Jansen's here on the near side. She does now, charging her way into the top of the 18 here, but Jansen is able to recover just to the right of that center circle. Isabel Gilmore. Costly turnover here to Schneider. She lurks just to the left of the box, trying to throw it through the chute there. No luck. Gilmore going to spread it out near sideline. Jordan Zach puts some pressure right in her eyes and causes her to cough it up here on the near sideline. Zach throws it in, swims around. That's Ludwig, who's trying to get by, but a foul is called. The first of the ball game. Midwest United will take it back. So off the top of the head of Jordan Zach now. Back to midfield. Claudia Music lets it go. Just underway in our final of the day. It's the U17s going at it here today with a 1 o'clock start. Ooh, looked like a volleyball dig there as Ludwig nearly put her hands on it. Did leave it go to prevent the handball as Larry Whitney jumped out and on the far side. Going to see that one roll out of play, and it's going back the other way now. On every game we've seen so far today, the team that scored first has gone on to win. In fact, those teams have also shut out everybody, which is kind of surprising because when you look at these goal differentials, they're usually big. I mean, the same is the case here for our final game, 20 goal differential for Midwest United between their opponents. A little bit less for Nationals Union at 14, but those are still big margins, and to see shutouts on the board in our first two games is a little surprising, I guess. But both of those two teams stepping up on field one. These two looking to do the same here in this one. It's a balmy 51 degrees outside. Nice and cozy indoors here at Ultimate Soccer Arena in Pontiac. At that time, I think we kind of turned right in from like late summer to almost winter, it seems like. Fall was kind of skipped. Hopefully we get some of that at least 60s weather back. Charging play there by Koji. Slides it right side as DeShiver sees it spike out of play. Midwest United FC will hold on here. Francisco, center side now. Having to fight through a couple white jerseys as Claudia Musing couldn't do so successfully. And now it's Kaylee Ludwig who will try to lead this Nationals Union squad down the field. Trouble with that ball as it spiked right back at her. Hannah Ottaway will move it the other direction. Ottaway just to the left of midfield now. Has Henderson right in her eyes there. As they move it to the far side of the field. Chucked off from the corner and pushed back out there by Midwest United. Long ball chased at here by Jennifer Deere. Good downfield coverage, though, by Nationals Union as they're able to take it back for a second. And then spread it back out along the far side of the field. Looking for the foot of Kaylee Ludwig. Wasn't in the cards quite yet. It'll come right back to her chest, though, as she Hop skips the pass to the far sideline. A little bit too far, though, as it'll bang off that far wall. We flip-flop possessions a little bit here. Midwest United is going to gain it back. Spreading pass to the near sideline for Francisco. That's off the noggin and sent the other way for Nationals Union for a second. To Shiver. Nice cut to the left. Creates some more space as she gets by another defender. That one went and slip slide past the right foot as Nationals Union takes it back over midfield. Ludwig back down the heart of the field once again as Claudia Musing will get it back. These two teams just battling for possession right now in the midfield. Neither team really able to break out and get that grade A scoring chance to begin this game here today. Megan Sidaway selling out. Couldn't get it on the first attempt. She did on the second, but a foul was called. And now Midwest United will get their first set piece of the ball game here. Juan Henderson to push it forward. Pushing up to the middle of the field is Allison Francisco before this one is delivered. Not sure she got as much as she wanted to on that one. Francisco made a bid for the ball. Didn't get it. Little hand battle here on the near sideline. They let it go, and that's popped back up in midair by Music. Pushing forward is Francisco now. Back to the near sideline is Music. And rolling out of play, it's going to stay with the royal and blue here. Jeremy Otto to bring the call on this Sunday afternoon, live from Pontiac, Michigan. Glad you could tune in. Maybe taking a break from some NFL to watch some good soccer here today in the State Cup final. Whitney bent that one back towards the far corner flag. That one going to curve out of play. And we'll see Hannah Brockenberry again kick it down the field here, outlined in her red keeper uniform. Spinning ball short of midfield. Knocked back with the right foot of Green. Sees that one wide out of play, and Whitney will have to throw it in here for Midwest United. Riley We took that one forward. Again, it ends up out of play, and Nationals Union will gain it back. Approaching the midway point here in the first half. We're still scoreless here. Jessica Koji sees that one pop up. Molly Paulin gets a piece of the soccer ball as well. Koji works it near side for Jordan Zach. Spun it back down the middle now as Hannah Brockenberry. We'll see that one picked off right away. Jenna Vasquez. Gave it up for Mullen. Gets it back to her own keeper here. Intercepted back in the near corner. Costly turnover there as Jansen tries to redirect it towards the goal. The brick wall of a knee is able to get it back to the near sideline, though, to prevent that chance. Spun free down the middle. Midwest United will take it back. Molly Paulin pops to the far side, trying to lead Jordan Zach over there, and it's a little bit too far for her as it's spun to the right. So a throw in now for Midwest United FC. And we got another little foul on that far side. So another set piece coming up here for Nationals Union. Some delay in the kick there, maybe a little gamemanship as this is back to midfield. Ludwig, an aggressive play to break that up as Francisco sees it roll to the near side now. Both of these two teams working pretty hard in the opening stanza of this one. Going to get on the board first here. Both Brackenberry and Dalinga have been pretty solid for their respective teams so far. Got a handball, I believe. Ludwig will do the honors of pushing this one forward. Waiting to make sure all her teammates are set. It's a pretty good boot to get it over to that far side where the free space was. Closing in on that is Musig, though. Running back to Vasquez, and the dribbler will fly through wide. And a goal kick coming up for Brockenberry. That window was closing. Punched it forward, have one player rushing down, that's Deer, and it rests calmly on the right foot of Dalinga, who gets it down. Out of play once again. Staying with Midwest United. Music. Played a quick ball, center side into the box now, and if that player doesn't slip, they may have had a opportunity, at least a shot on goal. Mullen back to Music now. Rolls to the far sideline. Nationals Union with good field vision there, as they're able to get it to Ludwig at midfield. Two aggressive players battling for it there at midfield. Zach. Forward now for Ludwig. Swerves it behind. Good forward ball if somebody gets there. No, as Brockenberry able to cut off the shooting lane. Rugnick plays some aggressive defense on the back end there, and you see the palm in the face for Jenna Vasquez. She's frustrated she couldn't keep that one in play. There's Koji. Slides it the other direction there. And trying to hop on and gain that ball was Koji on the back end. To Shiver. Her window closed quickly as Jansen chased her back. Music. A little bit too far. Long throw attempted there. Didn't hit the target for Nationals Union. Despite losing possession, they'll gain it back due to the foul the other end. Still looking for our first goal of this U17 game. State Cup final here in Michigan. Ludwig, the recipient of a great ball. 2-on-2 defense there. Or 2-on-1, I should say. Working hard along the end line to try to keep this in is Josh Snyder. And that's going to be a goal kick. So both defenses really stepping up. Once each team gets into the attacking third, exactly what you want to see in a game like this for both of these two teams. Somebody just trying to break through right now. Brockenberry. Back to midfield. Couple consecutive headers on that one as Rugnick sees that one fly out of the midfield stripe off the noggin there of Zach. Popped up by Vasquez. Both players going at it there. A little bit of a push and a shove, and there's going to be a card most likely. Or just maybe a discussion here due to the fact that it's a championship game. They'll leave the card in the pocket and just have a chat with Kaylee Ludwig as she crosses midfield. Behind the back pass there to Henderson. Burns picking up steam past midfield here. Musing. Dumps it off for Rugging at the far side. She saw her defender fall, looking to gain the box now, but a good closing move by Kiera Kuzinski at the top of the box to prevent anything from going inside. Midwest United will hang on the throw in here. Long bomb pass. The header just floats over the top. The oohs and ahs below us, but it remains 0-0 here in the first half. Delenga breathing a sigh of relief. She's able to get this down on the kick. Isabel Gilmore awaiting that one at midfield. There is Jenna Vasquez. Rotates to the far side. Stepped in front of by Autumn Burns. Now a tango just to the left of midfield. Punching that ball free was Ludwig. Brockenberry comes out reluctantly to field that one. Here's Vasquez now to the left of midfield. Sputtering ball, poked back to midfield now. Jordan Zach trying to give it right back. Unfortunately for her, it's to the wrong team as Gilmore speeds upfield. Rugging with a nice run, top of the box shot, close to a handball off of Zach. And that's going to roll all the way to the near side. So a spirited start to this first half between Midwest United FC and Nationals Union black. Both teams with some pretty good runs down the field, but no great chances in a little while, on goal at least. This is the dead zone for us. We can't see this corner because of a big beam. That one gonna trickle wide though. So Maddie DeLenga with a chance to show off her leg again here. Jordan Collier now into the lineup. That was a slight delay for the Nationals Union sub. Good chase on the far side to keep that in. Gabriella Green keeps the play alive. Kiera Kuzinski fights in that far corner. Spun it back to the middle. Waiting out in front was the freshly checked in legs of Collier. Another leaner. Good poke defensively to get it away. Mullen with the extra play, looking to get a flat shot off. Didn't have it. Collier was on the doorstep again, too. Just couldn't get one off. Loose at the top of the box and picked up by Brackenberry. Some good back and forth action. Ruggink fighting for it in her own territory here. Putting on some pressure as Collier. It cost a cough up here. Loose down the middle, looking to head that down and get possession. Still loose. The blue jerseys outnumbered the white, however, and that allowed them to clear it back out of the box. And a little bit of a poking foul will go against the team in white and red. Brockenberry will be expected to log jam this one up the field a little bit here. Swerves back as Paulin put on some pressure. Paulin trying to poke that one free. Here comes Collier shading up the near side of the field. Need that one forward. Trying to chase after it as the defender looks to box her out in front of Brockenberry. And everybody settles it down as Hannah has it in her arms. Fescorn in a physical battle just outside of the box to the top side here. Another Nationals Union foul. Aggressive play there. Taking a tumble is Collier as Francisco rolled off her back. Deer, long winding opportunity over the outstretched arms of Maddie DeLenga. Another substitution coming in for Nationals Union. Still deadlocked at goose eggs here in the opening half. Both these two teams trying to score the first goal of the contest. Henderson. With a good drive to the net. Off the fingertips, there's a player charging on the doorstep. That was Elise DeShiver, who was barreling her way through. Just couldn't get a foot on it. Otherwise, she had an open net to the right side. Gaping hole. Henderson. For Ruggink. So spread it along the back line here. Pinching back forward is Francisco. A little bit of a tackle play there between her and Collier. They've been going at it a little bit in the last couple minutes. There was a hard play not too long ago when Francisco kind of rolled off the back of Collier. No call on either side, despite the foul here. No card, that is. It's Henderson to punch this one back in play after her team brings a couple subs on here. DeShiver is one of the players to come off, or at least switch sides of the field, it looks like, as they adjust the lineup. Henderson. That one kerplunked the opposite way. Now both teams are kind of subbing freely with how much of a back and forth half it's been. They want to get some fresh legs in there. Molly Paulin gonna sub off. Given that yellow penny. Checking in for Sofia Lazaros. One more player down the middle trying to beat that defender, and the keeper, Brackenberry, able to come out and end what could have been a good scoring chance. And that one going to curve its way out of play. Francisco didn't have a shot. Her teammates recover on the other end, though. Jennifer Deere with a collision there, picks up the foul. And again, another set piece here to try to get this Nationals Union squad back in the offensive territory. Jessica Koji back at midfield. That one headed over by Grace Sayers. Spun backwards now for DeShiver. Francisco sends a spinner to the near corner. That sputtering ball will lead to another throw-in here just to the left of the near corner. Jennifer Deere for Lurie Whitney here. That one's staying with Midwest United. The juggle just outside the box. Two defenders there, however, for Nationals Union. Lazaros, one of the freshly checked in players, able to punch that out of the way. And another goal kick coming up for Maddie DeLenga. Kuzinski had that one float down right in front of Jordan Collier now. Ooh, spun the opposite way. Here's Megan Sidaway. Hard collision over there just to the right of the United bench. And a yellow card comes out. It's our first of the game. It's been a little bit of a chippy first half between these two teams so far. We'll record the booking here. And now Midwest United will try to get as much behind that one as they can. Over the head of Francisco. Chased to the corner by Paulson. Tough sledding there as it's hemmed right up against the corner. And it's going to be a long throw-in. They spark it in quickly here. Over one head, then just over the right foot. Sitaway taking charge. Midwest United able to pound this into the near corner, though, and that is also going to spin its way out of the danger zone here for Nationals Union. Both of these two teams about equal in their scoring chances. Midwest United maybe controlling play a little bit more as this half goes on. Gilmore saw that go off her head as Francisco chases it into the corner and staying with the team in royal blue. Quick surge to the net. Nothing there. Pounded out once again. Francisco trying to be relentless and pipe it right back through. It's a close one, but just out of play, and Delinga again will get it down on a goal kick. Nearing the end of this first half of play, still looking for our first goal. It's been the best game of the day here on Field 1 so far. We had a 6-0 game in the middle contest and a 2-0 victory in the 19U game. It was bright and early at 8 a.m. here in Pontiac, Michigan. They have started to police this a little tighter. Referee says a tug of the jersey caused that foul call there. Kind of what you have to do, though, is we've had some girls fall down and girls collide, so you can't let it get out of hand, especially in a game like this. We've already seen one card in the last 5 minutes or so of game action. That's a play, unfortunately, we couldn't see in that far corner, and another card will be drawn. And that'll even out the bookings in this one as Midwest United picks up their first one. Possession will be given back to Nationals Union now. Mullen. Upwards for Lazaris now, and she had her pocket picked. Sayers tumbling. Another foul. This one leads to a potentially dangerous free kick just outside of the 18. For a team that has some girls with some pretty good legs here, this one could pay off. Gracie Paulson gonna put it in play. Mass of humanity along the left side, and the three-man front just to the right of the circle here. Paulson goes directly through, and it's just over the crossbar. You were wondering whether she was going to play it short to one of those players who was going to curve towards the end line or take it for herself, and it wasn't the strength that did it. Maybe just a little bit too much oomph behind it as it landed high above the crossbar and banged off the wall directly behind it. Certainly a sigh of relief for Nationals Union's fans, and now they look for their own scoring chance if they can keep this in play. Zach with the run, needs some of her teammates to help her out here across the end line. Sparked it back out. Nobody there out in front. Kuzinski bangs it off her head. Circling over the reach of Sayers now as that pipes out of play here on the near sideline. And Jordan Collier will Now handed off to Zach to do the honors. Kuzinski put that one off the head here of Francisco. Punching forward is Collier. She was very active when she first checked into this game, about 10 minutes into this first half, but since really hasn't had a lot more scoring chances. Back on the far side here is Blackenberry will come out and prevent any extracurriculars in front of the net from happening from this Nationals Union offense. Buzzing a little bit, just not able to get the right opportunity quite yet. As we still set it a scoreless first half. Inches out of play. Jordan Collier throws it in far side for Megan Sidaway now. Gets out of a traffic jam. More players clogging together in that far corner now. Poulsen left it off to the far side with some speed now as she races over midfield. 3 players out in front of her. One last juke to her right. Pass to the middle, looking for the strike. Here it comes, but it's sauntering to the right of the goal. Delenga had a late jump to that far post as she kind of slipped. It didn't matter, though, as the shot went wide, but we'll have a follow-up corner kick from the far side. Waning minutes, you would think, of this first half. We're not privy to the exact time because it's not on the boards here. They must be keeping it at the table with the 4th official over there. It's been an action-packed first half of play, everything but a goal. Not the best opportunity there. High kick, and Nationals Union just able to clear it. See if they try to put some pressure on this throw-in here, as Midwest United is kind of at an awkward spot in the field. And we'll bring a bunch of white jerseys over. Ranucci delays behind. They're going to get it to Brockenbury now. To Shiver, trying to make a run of her own here, and out to meet that is Brockenbury. Booming kick there. Fought for by Jordan Collier. And a subtle foul will give the ball back to Nationals Union here. Boy, would they love a nice opportunity before this first half expires. Kuzinski is there, just really ran out of real estate to get a good kick off. Rolling right for Mullen. Stepping forward to keep the possession is Sayers. And an alert header by Fescorn to prevent the run the other way, at least momentarily. Collier redirected it out of bounds. Loose one. Nationals Union takes advantage. It's Jordan Collier now. Prances over midfield. Looking to enter the box, got her own little rebound there, tackled to the turf, and the foul is going the other way. Jessica Schneider looking towards our head referee today, looking for an explanation. It is going Midwest United's way. Here's this first half, winds down. Got a good one here in the U17 State Cup final. You don't So a good set piece, or a big set piece upcoming here. Long, lofting kick, rises high over the crossbar. Wow, what a drive, but just a little bit too high. So some lofty kicks here to begin the second half of play. Still in a scoreless tie. Kiera Kuzinski sees that one move out of play. Nationals Union players frustrated that one's not going their way. Lauren Collier especially. Now Midwest United has their crack at a set piece on the foot of Henderson here. She took the corner kick about a couple minutes ago in game action. That one popped up going the other direction now. Paulin. Back to Sidaway. She skies it up. Flop down off the body of Ludwig. Another collision on that far side right in front of the Midwest United bench. Staying here with Nationals Union. Long circling ball to the top of the box there, and an easy play coming out for Brackenbury there. And Hannah will now direct traffic before she punts it high down the field here. Over the right shoulder of Rugging now. Ball poked loose at midfield. Jessica Snyder hops on that. And West United been tough defensively in this corner. Another foul comes. We've had a number of these talking situations between the player and the referee. Most of the time, that's kind of a warning before the card comes out the next time. Jessica Snyder, part of that confab there, is good take up the field by Whitney. Moved its way out of play. Midwest United sends a spinning ball for DeShiver that time around. Wasn't in the cards though. That's going to hop its way out. Quick throw in here by Nationals Union as they look to get it back over midfield. Autumn Burns sees it roll on in once again to Brackenbury. Free ball for Music. Lost by Deer. Tries to recover there. Tough falling kick on the other end for Koji. Here comes a speedy and quick Allison Francisco on the far side. Has to really work around Jordan Zach, trying to buy some space. Still in a scoreless second half of play in this U17 final from Ultimate Soccer Arenas. 3 games going on field 3, directly on the other side of the building here. It's been a day full of championship soccer here today. This game, one of the best, no doubt. Kuzinski slides it right side for Lauren Collier now. Sparked to the right corner by Ludwig, looking to get it back out in front. And Midwest United gaining it back. Kiera Kuzinski. Go back to her bench to maybe sub out here. 33, Jordan Collier coming back, and she played some real nice minutes after coming off the bench. And around the same time in the first half as she comes in here. Had almost an immediate scoring chance out in front. We'll see if she can work hard in this situation and do the same. Sidewinding attempt off the foot of Autumn Burns. Foot battle there between Deer, and there's a sliding play by Fescorn to punch it out on the end line. Not a lot of room to roam right now. Locking down this Nationals Union defense. Quick touch at the top. That's Claudia Musig who got a piece of that one. A collision down the middle will lead to another foul. Giving Midwest United the free kick here. Francisco tracks that one as it rolls out on the far side. These defenses have definitely gotten tighter as the game has progressed. We saw a few more scoring chances in the early goings of this one. Collier in an outright battle for that ball. Couldn't win it as Deer popped it back in the air. Now it's Baker who sees it roll to the near sideline and out of play. We teeter-totter back and forth here. Trying to retrieve that ball was Collier. Chucks it in off a couple consecutive headers there. Ludwig. Collier joins the party. Brought down the middle as Ludwig tried to chase on the circle there. Now it's Koji who has to recover in her own defensive territory now. It's a 3-on-3 as the Bulldozer move there. Results and a Nationals Union player down just to the left of midfield. It's off the letters of Fescorn, still kept alive. Rugink spinning around, one player down. Right now still is Nationals Union. Right back at midfield. They just try to clear, and the official finally does stop play. An injury is being attended to now. Happened on the collision just to the left of midfield. Good to see her get up. It's number 32, Jessica Koji, tough player out there. Coach is going to stretch her out here before either trying to stay in the game or walk it off on the far side. So we told you both of these two teams with pretty solid paths getting to this point. Nationals Union 3-0-1 coming into this championship game. 19 goals scored, 5 given up. And on the other end, Midwest United with a 4-0-0 record and 24 goals scored and only 4 scored against. They were able to make it to this game of a close 3-2 victory of the Michigan Jaguars in the semifinal yesterday. So still the injury timeout here. Getting up is Jessica Koji now on that far side as she'll run off in the end. That's good to see. Still tied at zeros if you're just tuning in here. We've definitely had some back and forth action throughout this one. More so in the first half, though, with the chances by both of these two teams. The defenses have locked down in half number 2 a little bit more. It's been a chippy game all throughout. Tightly called in areas as well. Good amount of fouls, a couple cards exchanged between both teams so far. Then, as customary with the injury, they'll kick it back to the opponent, in this case the keeper, as Whitney punches that forward. Rugging finds a free Henderson. That's over the rising foot of DeShiver. Shiver, about a box length away from the 18th. Gets it back to Gilmore. Down the middle. Ooh, rising foot will rise a little bit too high. Rugging had a chance. That right foot coming up, just striking it off the shoot tops and well over the goal there. So still remains 0-0. Good job by Ludwig to win that possession. Collier fought off there. Really stepping out in front is Musig. Ludwig tumbles. Good pass to the far side if they can finally get a shot off. They can, but it's wide as it bangs off the far net. So nothing more than a goal kick here. DeLanga gets a nice one off. It's Rugging camped out under it, just to the left of midfield. DeShiver, ooh, back out in front, kicked out. Off the foot now of Paulin. Jordan Collier trying to get a run in there. Rebounds high off the wall and out of play. Possibly a critical throw-in coming here for Nationals Union. Can't make anything of it though. Schneider. Pop-up kick back to the middle. Lost to Collier, who takes a tumble. A shove forward for Rugging now. She is chased by Collier into the corner. Just keeps it in. Nice job there. Back out in front, and the corner coming. The defense of Koji disrupted that play just enough. Unfortunately for Nationals Union, another dangerous corner upcoming. 3 white and red players in the mouth of the goal. 1 blue player out there out in front. They look a little further. Rebound chance isn't very favorable quite yet, and a whiff. Wow. Caitlin Mueller was out in front there on the near post. She had a chance. just how this game has gone. It's been close all throughout. Had some opportunities. Maybe not quite that good of late out in front. Sub here for Nationals Union. It's number 16, Hannah Ottaway. Whitney hands it off left now. Back into this corner. Now near side, rises over the foot of Rugging, get out of play. Staying with Nationals Union now. I was at a dangerous spot for Catherine Fescor, and she wanted to be careful what she did with that ball, knowing that she was inching towards her own defensive corner here, and now Curry Whitney will have a chance to throw it in. Whitney circled it left for Rugging now. Punched out by Koji, close to the end line. And that ball going to Nationals Union. They're still in a not so great spot here in the corner. Needing to dig it out of here. Nice header by Schneider. Down the middle, a run for Ludwig. Trying to bully her way through. Ludwig down the heart of the field, but there is Brackenbury once again. Nifty kick to keep it in, that's Rugging. Hugging the near side. Just kind of trading these possessions are these two teams. Whitney with a quick firing throw-in. Music to her left. Nice swimming move to get by along the end line. Punches it out in front. Nobody there. Riley Rugging again making a bid across the end line. Whitney back left side. Here's Schneider now. Chased by Henderson as they clip her to the near sideline. Sliding ball back to midfield here. Punched with the right foot. On that is Hannah Ottaway. Ottaway with a saucer to the near corner, and it sparks out of play. Another substitution coming in here for Nationals Union. Carting off is Jordan Collier. Want to get something going, still in a scoreless game, and half number 2, approaching the stretch run for both of these two teams. It's that one ball that just might make the difference in this one. It's like a game like this, sometimes it's not the prettiest of goals. Ludwig trying to gain that one back, but it's Janssens who does the newly checked in number 19. Lines it behind. Line drive over the head there of Schneider. It's into the welcoming grasp of Brackenbury. High punt down. Flop the other way. It was Music who had a potentially nice pass going forward, but good closing off defense there by Nationals Union. And that one out of play. Jessica Snyder couldn't keep it in. It'll be Curry Whitney to throw it in here on the near sideline. Talia Cicluna going off now for Nationals Union. Going to try to stretch out over there on that far side. Played a majority of this game as number 3. Gilmore lost the handle on that one. Back to the right of midfield. Ludwig got it forward. Ooh, looking for Paulin down the right side. Here's Ludwig again. She seems to be all over the ball today, and Breckenbury is there to fall down on it. Rugging moved it behind there, but in the end it's going to find its way out of play. And again, Nationals Union will have to throw it in for the second straight time. Shiver really can't find any space there. These two teams working hard, trying to score that first goal of the game, which may just be the last one in this 17U State Cup game. At this point, these two teams might be wearing out a little bit, playing in back-to-back days with the semifinal yesterday. Isabel Gilmore pipes it back down the middle once again. Angled to the near side and slipping a little bit there is Gilmore. Nice job by Catherine Fescorn to lift that one back to the right of midfield. Caitlin Mullen. Near side once again here for Grace Sayers. Whitney. Back near side, Sayers steps up again. Just not able to angle it towards the box quite yet. Here they get a little closer. And we have a foul. Ooh. Fairly dangerous location for a free kick if you're a Nationals Union fan. It's Gracie Polson. He's going to drive it forward for the team in royal blue and white. Four-man wall, 2 to the left, and the mass of humanity to the right, and the wall works. Right on it is Ludwig, puts a right foot into that one. It's going to spin out of play, but they survived that dangerous positioning for Midwest United. Header by Janssens, sent directly back. It skidded off the ceiling. In a bad bounce there. It's the first ball at the ceiling we've had today. We've been going since 8. Whitney Sees that roll out of play. Now it's in the hands of Midwest United. They've progressively been getting some better chances here, and that was a hard collision. As you could hear it, Jenna Vasquez going down. Official going to have a talk with Gracie Poulsen now. Fourth official going to have a discussion with our head referee here. And it looks like a red card's going to come out. A red card to Gracie Poulsen. That not only means she is done for this game, but Midwest United FC will play a player down for the rest of the game, which is a huge advantage here. Driving this from the near sideline now is Jessica Koji. This one plops down in front of Ottaway. So we'll see how quickly this Nationals Union squad will look to attack this squad on the other end with one less player out there. That one slides past the end line, and it will be a goal kick now. Anna Brockenberry has done a good job of controlling this game today for Midwest United FC. This one juggles the other direction, popped high in the air, just to the right and out of the reach of Jessica Schneider, as they converge here on the near sideline. Pop back up again. Ottaway gets a piece of the ball. It's Whitney. Sparks it free. Looking to continue going the other direction. Ottaway has some space. Moves it right side, trying to dig it out of this corner. Two players charging down the middle. One is Ludwig. She's dangerous. Paulin is also at the top of the box right now as well. Takes a tumble down. And we'll have another throw in here on the near side for Nationals Union. Right down the middle, and a one-touch shot by Molly Paulin will easily be handled there by Brockenberry. High kick. Close to the ceiling once again. It'll fall just shy. Grace Sayers now spreads it out near side. Pushed up by Ottaway. Curve back towards the goal and off the top of the head that time of a Midwest United defender. Backing it in a little bit. Down a player because of the red card issued not too long ago. Punch back to the far side. That's Allison Francisco, who's going to get it out of play. Throwing now onto the foot of Jessica Koji. Here now is Ottaway. Things haven't opened up maybe as much as Nationals Union expected after it went to 12-11. Back into our dead zone here in the corner. Hard to describe what's going on, and I'm sure you can't see much of it either. Fescorn pops that one up. Trying to lunge towards the middle, but Grace Sayers and company able to pick her pocket. There is Sayers. Good leading ball if she can get to it. You bet. One push forward now. Off to the end line it flies. Spinning play there, 2-on-1. Little bit of an arm battle, and it rolls out on this near side. I want to get the throw in quickly here. Whitney pipes it to the middle, curving by and letting it fly into the hands of Maddie Delenga. Long ball put forward there. Midwest United trying to be a little patient. Nationals Union takes it back. Midwest will double. And there is Hannah Ottaway now. To the left of midfield. Shades it off to the far side for Jordan Zach. Long firing shot that's going to go wide. So these two teams trying to feel each other out in a scoreless second half of action here from Pontiac. So glad you could tune in. Jeremy Otto to bring you the call on this Sunday afternoon. Grace Sayers sees it escape out. Right under the foot of Grace off the throw-in now. That one runs to the right and a good bounce for Paulin. Molly with a good couple steps forward. She tumbles to the turf, and Midwest United takes advantage for at least a second. Now Sidaway looking for some space. Wasn't really any down the middle of the field, so she spreaded it out to the far sideline. Ludwig going to chase it there. She finds that escape just to the left of that far corner flag. So a long throw in it is, looking to get it to Vasquez along the exterior of the box. Didn't work. Out in front, the header will fly its way through! Nationals Union with a 1-0 lead. Megan Sidaway with ice in her veins as she buries that one to the left. Exactly what the doctor ordered here in the second half. With Midwest United down a player. Able to put it through the left side of the net. Now the pressure's on Midwest United. May have to take a few more chances as this one goes down, especially since you're down a player. It doesn't matter if you lose by 2 or 3 at this point. DeShiver back outside of the box. Popped in the other direction. Brockenbury going to come out and field that one. So no need to necessarily rush things here, but you do need one if you're Midwest United as the time starts to tick down in the second half. Ball to play and a throw in here for Nationals Union. Here comes a run once again, and that one is going to result in another corner. Not much you could do in that scenario, just kind of wanting to get it out of play. They did so. Now it's up to the keeper and the defense to try to stop the chance on the far side. Neither team has capitalized on a corner so far in this one. Tackling play in the other direction, and that is going to go the other way as Midwest United is going to take this back on a free kick this time around. Line driver back to midfield. That's Gilmore who plays it first. Back in the other direction, and again that's going to go on a play as Delenga is going to come out and field it there. He'll push her up. Why not? Trying to tie this game late in the second half. Got to do something. But in situations like that, she's got to quickly go back. Jessica Snyder now. We'll spin that one near side on a play. So Brockenbury giving some instructions. Everybody just to go up. Trying to get a push. But Ludwig is right there. Taken from behind once again. And that leading pass sent just a little bit too far. So 1-0 is our score in favor of Nationals Union. Megan Sidaway with the lone goal of the contest so far. Henderson got it deep just outside of the box here. And that's the ball game. Nationals Union able to hold on as they celebrate just to the left of midfield here. They come up with a huge goal off the right foot of number 4, Megan Sidaway, and that is the difference in the contest. They'll be moving on to the regional round here in a couple weeks. And that's an elated group on the other side for the team in white and red. We want to thank our fine sponsors that made this tournament and broadcast happen right here on YouTube. Dick's Sporting Goods, official sporting goods retailer and tournament sponsor of the